Welcome to The Insider. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe, like, share, comment and click on the notification bell for latest football news vibes. In the high-stakes game of summer football transfers, Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, is holding its cards close to the vest with regards to the fate of its star player, Kylian Mbappe. The dazzling French forward has openly expressed his intentions not to renew his contract, which ends next summer. Echoing their stand earlier during the summer, PSG insists that they will not relinquish their superstar without a fight or price. If an agreement to a new contract remains elusive, Mbappe will be on the sales block this transfer window. Distilled down to its simplest form, it's a re-sign or off to the market directive. Reliable sources close to this brewing storm, such as The Athletic's Mario Cortegana, affirm that this stance remains unchanged. The clock is ticking, with a key date of July 31 circled in the PSG calendar. As this date passes, the prodigal Frenchman would receive a loyalty bonus if he opts to continue his tenure with the reigning French champions. Whispers around the footballing world point towards the Spanish capital, with Real Madrid predicted as the likely destination for Mbappe post-Paris. However, the incomparable young talent has reiterated his desire to see out his contract with PSG. A summit rendezvous was slated featuring Mbappe and PSG president Nasser Al-Khelaifi, which ultimately never transpired. In its stead, an impassioned message by Khelaifi is said to have been delivered to the squad, emphasizing the club's supremacy over any player. One can only conjecture if this was a veiled remark at Mbappe. Undeniably, the climate is tense in the PSG camp, teetering on the brink of losing a lucrative asset in Mbappe. The final act of this saga is yet to unfold, a signal to buckle in for a thrilling ride this summer. Kylian Mbappe is once again the center of attention this summer. The Frenchman's contract ends in 2024, and his future is a mystery. Real Madrid is waiting for the decision that PSG will make. For now, Nasser Al-Khelaifi has already stated that if the player wants to continue this season, he will have to renew his contract to avoid leaving for free in the summer of 2024. However, the question is whether the Parisian club will finally sell him to the white team. The Mbappe family, in charge of managing all the players' business, knows Real Madrid perfectly since 2012. At that time, young Mbappe was playing at the prestigious Clairefontaine Academy, where the French Federation reserves a place for the country's best players before they move to clubs. Mbappe did not come invited to do any test, but he was on vacation and visited the sports city, says Ramon Martinez, former head of La Fabrica. In total, Mbappe was there for 4 days, and his family never agreed to sign for the club. He was a 14-year-old boy, his parents were looking to protect him and preferred that an image was leaked on social networks with the supposed starting 11 in which Mbappe played, where Akraf was also. However, that lineup underwent some modifications. I have never coincided with Mbappe at Madrid. I don't remember him coming, otherwise I would definitely remember, says Kobo. I remember very little, it was just a few days and we were children. I was injured at that time with a broken ulna and radius, and I was not training with the group at that time. It was a shame, says Javier Brea. The only player who coincided with the Frenchman and who is still there is Alvaro Martin. The youth player is fighting for a place in the first team and, perhaps, will play again with Mbappe, but this time at the Santiago Bernabéu. Mbappe's strategy is clear. The player insists that he has a contract and wants to continue this season at the Parisian club. If PSG does not act in time, the player would be free in January and could end up at Madrid at no cost. July 21 is also a key date because the Parisian team travels to Japan for the summer tour. At this time, the intention of PSG and the money they ask for will be known more clearly. A priori, the amount does not drop below 200 million. a significant sum of money that Madrid already offered for him a year ago, meeting with PSG's refusal and, later, renewal until 2025. A wrong date, since it was only until 2024 with the option of one more optional year. A contract that already raised doubts. Real Madrid continue to wait to see how matters between Kylian Mbappe and Paris Saint-Germain will transpire, but some at the club believe they might not bide their time much longer. PSG continue to maintain their strong stance that if Mbappe is not to renew his deal, then he must leave this summer. The French forward has not moved off his position yet, either though, which is that he will finish his contract at the Parc des Princes next summer and in theory move on a free, the one thing PSG want to avoid. Real Madrid has been a relative graveyard in terms of information on Mbappe in recent weeks as they wait to see how things transpire. The general understanding has been that they are happy to wait until next summer unless a PSG and Mbappe come to the negotiating table with a proposal. Yet Manu Sainz has told Diario AS that employees at the club believe Mbappe will be presented as a Real Madrid player between the 1st and the 3rd of August. He is clear that it is a rumor amongst those at the club rather than information from above, but nevertheless that is the feeling. Real Madrid have just left the Spanish capital for the USA, where they have started their pre-season tour. If that were to be the case, they would just be returning from the US. It would necessitate a deal to be done relatively swiftly, which so far has not been Mbappe's style. Thanks for watching this amazing video.